What's going on, everybody? This is Island Hopper TV coming to you from Bali, Indonesia. We're going to show you all around. Let's do it.
That's right, Island Hoppers. We've got a lot of information in this travel guide about Bali, so if you're planning to come here, you're going to want to watch this.
All right, so here we are in Legian, or Kuta Beach area. Starting out at the beach walk. This is actually a mall. And I'm just going to show you around the beach down here. Okay, so this is the beach walk. Modern mall. They've got a couple hotels in there, Yellow Hotel, a loft, and I think they have a luxury hotel as well. Now when you come to Bali, you have to take into consideration the south side of Bali is mostly beaches and city. Denpasar, Seminyak, Kuta, Legian, Jimbaran, Uluwatu over there. And we're going to show you all around that place as well. But this is where people go for surf schools. You can walk this probably all the way up towards Seminyak. And it looks very similar to this all the way through along this boardwalk area. They've got more sand than they've got road around here. Beautiful day. All right, so we're gonna go out to the pyramid here in Amed, and they say there's turtles over there, so let's see what they got.
It's around 4:45, sunset's at 6:18. Gonna be up at the sunset point. You've got Agung volcano there, that's the main event out here in Amed as far as sunset goes, but you can see beautiful beach and coastline all around this Amed area here. Look at beautiful Agung.
Now this is on the northeast side of the island if you guys wanted to come up here and do this exact same excursion.
We see some starfish, blue starfish. Let's see what else is under here, maybe some turtles.
So here we are at Tirta Gangga Temple, very beautiful temple complex. Walk around, it's 70,000 rupiah per adult foreigner. So definitely come here if you're in the northern part of Bali. And if you look right behind me here, you can see people actually swimming in the pond here.
The entrance fee is 50,000 Indonesian rupiah per person. If you wanted to enter into the pools, it's an extra 20,000. And if you are going to be parking here, it is 2,000 Indonesian rupiah. So take that into consideration. If you wanted to avoid crowds, come during the morning time, which also comes with it very beautiful morning lighting to be here. And check out those flying foxes.
Now we've come down here to Virgin Beach. You can see it's not so virgin anymore, but it used to be, obviously. But look how powerful these waves are.
For me, coming up to the northeast side of the island is more relaxing than being on the south side around Uluwatu or Kuta because there's not as much traffic and the beaches are, in my opinion, a bit better and not as crowded also. So just depends on what kind of vibe you're looking for. To get up here from Kuta, it would take about 2 to 2.5 hours, just so you know.
So we've arrived here at BugBug Village. This is another village up here on the northeastern end of Bali. So let's go take a look and see what they got going on in here. BugBug. Balinese cake. Okay, so I'm going to try some of this Balinese cake here. Wow. What is this? It's like a pancake with syrup. Really good pancake. That's what it tastes like. So we're here at Tenganan Village. We're gonna go walk around here and see what's going on. Very peaceful and remote right here.
This particular village is known for its textile production. They use a lot of organic textiles and fabrics, also coloring. So that's what they're going to show us, as well as some of the traditional art. And in this village where they grow cotton, he also shares with us some of the traditional gardening practices from his grandfather and the elders, explaining how they used to live to be over 100 years old. So you were saying that the lifestyle of the local people, they garden and then they do this for activity?
See, okay. They have morning walking on the garden, plant the banana, coconut, pineapple, and important thing, they plant the cotton. So after they walking on the garden, they also have the sidewalk at home. For the woman, she can do the weaving, and for the man, he can making a lawn park. Now like this one, for the activity for the married man or a young boy.
And the people, the old people, live to be how old? 100 years old?
Yes.
Why? How come so long?
Because they know the wise people until the 100 years old, because they have the processing before they when to go to the garden, when go to river without sandal, and also practicing their eating. They just eat the traditional food like banana, cassava, sweet potato, and coconut. And sometimes they eat the meat and they drink coffee always.
In the morning, what they eat for breakfast?
The morning, they are breakfast with the coffee and the banana.
Coffee and banana. And you say no shoes?
No shoes when they go to the garden, and also the go river without shoes. And this is find the flower from the land to strong life.
Give energy from the dirt.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Good to know. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I would say if you're going to come up here, expect to learn a lot about more of the traditional Balinese people who lived up here in the mountains, in the rainforest. This is more of an educational activity, so keep that in mind when planning this into your itinerary. And what he's showing me here is kind of like a traditional Balinese combat sport. It's all done out of appreciation and sportsmanship, so there's no animosity when they're doing this, but they're basically hitting each other with these sticks that cause each other to bleed on the back.
For what? What is this?
For the woman,
For bathing?
for the bath,
Ah.
the water.
Oh, okay. Woman's bath.
Woman bath, yes.
So the hotel stay here at this 4 to 5 star resort, it is by Hyatt, is around $180 per night, and that includes breakfast. So let's keep showing you around here. This is in the Karangasem Regency area.
All right, so we've got a feast going here. Saute. It's kind of in between lunch and dinner. So I've done some starters. I've got a margarita, chamomile tea, some spring rolls, did some broccoli here, and yeah, nice saute right here. Chicken saute, actually. Dip it in the peanut sauce. Definitely got to do that when you come to Bali. Peanut sauce saute. So delicious. So we're in Canggu, Bali. We're going to show you a tiki hut right along the beach here. So I have arrived at the hotel here in Amed. This is Santai. Got a pool here. So I got some mahi steak. This is catch of the day. Yummy. Right here in Amed. Guys, so we've actually arrived now in Ubud. Just going to show you guys around this Ubud area here so you get an idea of what to expect. It's around 10:30, 11 in the morning. This is kind of like the heart of Ubud. This is a temple right here. And then you have Ubud tourist information at this place. The hard part is getting across this road here. So I'm going to see if I can get lucky. There we go. That wasn't as hard as it was last time, so that's great. This is the Pasar Ubud. Spa here. Eat the dead skin off your feet.
Hello.
This is the Arjuna Art Market. Hello. Good morning.
The side roads in Ubud have a lot of these boutique hotels or these designer hotels that you can stay at, and it's a lot more peaceful than it is along the roadside. Ubud just continues to get more and more popular, which means more and more traffic on these tight roads.
Got a rip curl. Pretty much once you're on one side or the other, you're stuck.
Now just down the road from Ubud is a temple called Goa Gajah. Here they have an elephant cave, and they have several other streams and ponds that you can walk around this temple area. So it's really interesting. Price is 50,000 Indonesian rupiah.
Nighttime here in Kuta and Legian, and I'm going to show you around some of the nightlife activities. You can see a beautiful sunset behind me. The sun has gone down about 15 minutes ago. The shorebird skies are enacted, and we're going out. Let's see what kind of fun we can find here in Kuta. Just walking along the beachfront here. So if you're looking to do some surfing down here, come to JP Surf Class and see my friend here. It's 200,000 for how many hours?
2 hours.
Good price, sir. And right here in Kuta or Legian.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So here you go, right here. JP Surf Class. So I'm on the beachfront road here. They've got these horses. Horsey? How to get to Jalan Legian?
Oh, the Legian.
Legian.
Yeah, okay. How many people, sir?
One people, sir.
All right.
How much, sir?
500,000.
Huh?
500,000.
Oh, it's okay. Next time, sir.
Next time.
Thank you.
All right.
500,000. 150. 150. Okay. All right. So this guy's decided to do it for 150. So that's good. All right. We'll try it. He's hungry for work, he knows. Have a good day, sir. Bye-bye.
Hey, welcome to the Wow Bar.
Yes, and I talked to you earlier,
Yeah.
and you said you are the owner.
I am, yes.
And you're from where?
I'm from Australia.
All right, so Aussies are going to be in charge of this bar. We're going to go check it out. It
Go
just
check
opened
it out. Just opened.
Okay.
9 weeks ago.
Good deal. It's a chill spot, just opened. Let's support this place, guys.
All right, now we're back out onto the streets and we're gonna walk up toward Jalan Legian. I was saying Legian, Legian. I was getting it mixed up. It is officially Legian. Just in case you're wondering, that's how you say it. And this is a look at the Sky Bar. There's famous bars and clubs all along this road. Just in case you're wondering, Jalan, anytime you see that, that just simply means road. So Jalan Legian is Legian Road. There are a few different areas in Bali where you'll find amazing nightlife, or vibrant nightlife, I should say. This being one of them here in Kuta, but if you go over towards Seminyak, you'll find some nightlife as well. Canggu obviously has the nightclubs or the beach clubs like Fins and Atlas. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And as always, when you go out late at night, be sure to never drink and drive or get on a motorbike with someone who has been drinking and driving. I recommend going with a Gojek driver using the app to actually book it, and just being safe the whole time. Always being mindful of the local laws and regulations so that you don't get in any trouble while here, in particular with banned substances. All right, now here we are at Sanur Beach. This here is on the east side of the island. It's a lot more laid back over here. So we're gonna show you around this beautiful beach area opposite side of the island.
Give you some highlights along the way. Let's keep going.
For me, when I stay over here, I actually stayed at the Holiday Inn. They also have an Intercontinental Hotel right next door. They have a Hyatt Regency. They also have another Hyatt down the road from here. These are the main hotels, but they're a little bit more pricey. You can also find much more cheaper, affordable accommodation around here. And it's really an awesome vibe. You wake up in the morning, you go out for some coffee, to a cafe, maybe get some work done or just relax, go for a bike ride. I found it to be a little bit cooler than Kuta in terms of weather conditions. In the afternoon, you can go for a swim. The waves are a lot more gentle. There's not going to be those rolling surf type waves that you get over on the other side. And then in the evening time, the weather is absolutely perfect and you can watch several of these different types of fire shows. This one here was at the Hyatt Regency. But again, there's many different resorts up and down Sanur Beach, and it is just so laid back and cool. And you'll notice the crowd over here is a bit more mature and a bit older in age. Here we are at the Garuda Wisnu Kincana Cultural Park, just walking around here. Now the entrance fee for a regular ticket is 120,000 IDR, but it depends on just what you want to do here, because if you wanted to get the buggy or you wanted to actually do the tour inside the statue, prices go up from there and can cost as much as 300,000. You can go online to their website and actually book directly, or you can get a ticket while you're here at the park. The statue itself is 121 meters tall. There's also some gardens and other statues across the cultural park.
Now we're going to explore the rock bar.
The rock bar is located here in Uluwatu as well as the Garuda Cultural Park. But here at the rock bar, you go to the Ayana Hotel. You actually have to put down 300,000 minimum deposit, which goes towards food or drinks when you're here. So you can't just go here and hang out unless you're willing to actually pay. Also, the best time to arrive here is going to be in the evening time for the sunset. If you do stay at the hotel though, you don't have to worry about the minimum charge because you're a guest at the hotel. But they have this really cool cable car that slides you down, and then you get great views. They have live DJ, good food, good drinks, and it's quite the vibe. They have a few of these different types of rock bars or beach bars in Uluwatu along the cliffs. So it just depends on which one you went to. I'm just highlighting the rock bar here. My advice to you would be have a couple drinks before you arrive, so when you get there, you're not paying the premium price that they're going to charge you here.
I think I hear monkeys or dogs or something. This is up in Uluwatu. It's a surf spot.
Suluban Beach is a really cool surf spot. The waves do get pumping out here. People try to swim, but do so at your own risk because the waves can come crashing in. And I did see some rogue waves while I was here. A popular bar to overlook the surfing action is going to be one or single fins. Restaurant and bar where you'll see photographers up here taking pictures and videos of the surf action.
All right, so here we are at Uluwatu Temple. It's 50,000 Indonesian rupiah. Thank you. I talked to her already. Thank you. So it's 50,000 for adult foreigners. I don't know how much it is for Indonesians, but children I think are 30,000. Wow. People walk along this cliffs here, and it is just craziness. Another place to hang out in the evening time that's not going to cost you as much as the Rock Bar for a sunset in Uluwatu is going to be Padang. And this is a beach area. Sometimes they'll have live music going on here. I've been here when the tide was up, and I've been here when the tide was low. Obviously, it's a totally different experience when the tide is high because you'll see surfers out there. On this day when I was there, the tide was out, so people were tide pooling and just hanging out, listening to live music. But a beautiful sunset here. There is about 120 steps to get down, and then you have to go back up those 120 steps to get back to the top where the Uluwatu town is. For me, I would suggest staying 3 nights in Uluwatu at least while you're on Bali, because it's quite the vibe out here, and it's different than any other place on the island. Now we've arrived at Tanah Lot, so this is another temple. This is north of Canggu, about an hour. It doesn't look very far on the map, but because of the roads, it does take a considerable amount of time to get up here. But once you're up here, you'll see that there's an island, and that's where the temple is. You can walk around. The entrance fee here to get in is 60,000 Indonesian rupiah for adults and 30,000 Indonesian rupiah for kids. I would say early morning or sunset is the best time to visit here to the temple. But what we're going to do now is we're going to head down to Seminyak and take a walk around. Yep. Suksamas, thank you. Hello. Look at that. You can see we're in front of Pura Desa here in Seminyak Temple, and I'm going to walk towards the beach now. So if you're thinking of staying in Seminyak, there's a few different areas. The main road is Jalan Raya, but this road here is quite booming. Hello, sir. So I've now stayed in Seminyak for 3 days already. Shopping booths and tourists that are half awake. Lots of that going on with small pathways. Hello. We're going to keep going down that way. Australian rules. Footy, Fox and Rabbit, bar and restaurant. Hello. My hotel tonight is actually the Courtyard Marriott. Alright, so I'm going to walk this beach path right here. Whoa. She almost wiped out. You could take this path all the way to Kuta. This is the clearest I've seen it on the beach here in Bali. So much music. Oh, okay.
Now here we are at Tegallalang, and this here is a rice terrace. You walk from one side to the other, you go all the way to the bottom, cascade back up, and it's really beautiful here. You'll see people still planting and harvesting rice. It's also known for these big swings. You can see you swing out over the rice terrace. Really a cool experience. This is another one of those places you want to visit early in the morning or later in the afternoon, because that's when you get the best lighting into the actual rice terrace. If you go at the top of the hour at noon, you're not going to get that cool lighting that you get in the evening or in the morning. Now we've officially arrived at Tegenungan Waterfall. This is one of the most famous waterfalls on the island, and you can see just by walking around here that you have to go down into the actual river valley, and then you cross the river to get there. The steps going down are not too bad, but coming up it can be a bit of a drag, so take that into consideration. But really an awesome experience. You can see the power of this mighty waterfall. This is about an hour drive away from Kuta. This is the kind of place you'd want to visit early in the morning to beat the crowds, because as the day goes later, it does start to get a bit more crowded. So early morning, it's not as crowded, and you can probably enjoy it a bit more.
Wow. Rushing. Okay, we've made it to Nusa Dua. This here is the Westin. We've got this little boardwalk area here. This pathway. Day beds. It's low tide here in Nusa Dua.
Nusa Dua is an area that's known for its luxury hotels. There are several different areas of Nusa Dua. For example, I stayed in the Hilton, which is next to the Kempinski, and that's up towards the northern part, almost towards Uluwatu. And I would say that's about 15 to 20 minutes from where I'm walking right now. But the area of Nusa Dua, definitely where the luxury hotels are. You're going to pay a bit more. It's going to be a lot more laid back. This is where they did the G7 summit. They did the G20 here as well. So it's kind of like Indonesia's meeting point here in Nusa Dua. But the area I'm walking around now, they got a Westin over here, and they have the Grand Hyatt nearby. So it's also a nice area. Just depends on where you're staying in Nusa Dua. It's quite large, actually. They do have some restaurants. They have these hotels with pools, and then they've got the pool bars down here to keep you guys entertained, but it's really just a relaxing place. Either way, that's pretty much going around Bali here. If you guys plan to visit and you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll try and do my best to respond. We also made a best things to do in Bali video, which I'll put at the end, as well as a things to know about visiting Indonesia for those of you who plan to go around Indonesia. So we'll put those links right here. Best things to do in Bali and things to know about Indonesia. See you on the next one.